Ready or not, here I come now. Let's play hide and seek. Prepare to be caught. Here I come now. Let's play hide and seek. Riding on the playground, no one dares to make a sound. Round and round and round and round, no one wants to be first found.
Good morning, everyone. Hey, I'm going to apologize to you from the get-go because there is construction going on all around me. And so I'm going to try to take out some of the noise, the background noise on my cap cut. But I don't know how good it'll go, so please bear with me. I'm trying to narrow this down. And although Embry is definitely, I think, onto something, there's more to the story than just what he's talking about. And I'm going to prove it. I sure am. So, this is something that came in. You guys remember the 911 call that came in from, allegedly, from the corner club, I guess. It was like a third-party type call. It was worded very strangely in the police reports, which I'll go back and I'll actually put that in here. But anyway, the Moose Lodge connection. These darn things. Oh, darn it. Hold on. The Moose Lodge connection. Idaho victims made 911 call about intoxicated person the day before the murders. University of Idaho students Madison Mogan, 21, Ethan Kernodle, 20, Xana Kernodle, 20, and Kelley Goncalves, 21, were found dead on November 13th. Rest in peace. So you see these pictures. So one of them is a picture, their last picture they took, right? Well, allegedly the last picture, and the other one is the Moscow axe throwing place. Is what it looks like to me. It looks like the Moscow place. It doesn't look like the Moose Lodge. I could be wrong, but that's weird. Oh, never mind. No, this is okay. So I'll enlarge these pictures after a second. Well, I'll just enlarge them now. So see the knife on the floor down, and they've got, I guess, I don't know if she's got a person blocked out there or what, but see the knife on the floor here? So that's like a throwing knife, it looks like. And the Moscow axe throwing place, in their inventory, were missing one knife that night from their inventory. Now I don't know if that's scrubbed or not, but it was in the papers, everything. So I haven't looked at that part up yet. So a web detective believes either Madison Mogan or Kelley Goncalves had made the 911 call from the Moose Lodge. And I don't know if you guys remember reading this, but Lady Digging, she had some really good stuff, and people just blew her off, and it made me so mad because she had coordinates. She had all sorts of stuff, and I don't know if she still got it out there. I probably have it somewhere in my album. I tried to get people to check it out, and people just weren't going for it. Well, it's starting to narrow this down, right? We're starting to narrow down a few things here, and this is important. All of this is important. If you're going to find out who did this, then all of this stuff needs to be looked at. Not just what Embry's talking about, but of course that needs to be looked at too. But that's not all there is. And yeah, that's just not all there is. So, one of the victims in the gruesome murder of 4 students in Moscow, Idaho, apparently made a 911 call from a nearby college bar the night before the slaying. Internet sleuths believe. University of Idaho students Madison Mogan. Oh, I read that. Okay. So they were found deceased inside a house near campus in what a law enforcement official said was a crime of passion. Yeah. The discovery was made Sunday afternoon, November 13th, after police responded to a report of an unconscious person at a residence nearby the university campus in Moscow, Idaho. The deaths have since been described as an apparent homicide. Boy, the words they use. Just... okay, where do I go for more of that? Is that it? Oh, come on. Okay, a Twitter user who goes by Quaker Lady Digging, came up with the theory after analyzing open source intelligence, OSINT, data, and matching them with the reported timeline of events. I'm telling you guys, she really had something going there. And she tried to get people to look at it, and they just blew her off. I mean, it just ticked me off. Sorry, my ice cubes are over here jiggling away. She said she believed either Madison or Kelley had made a 911 call from the Moose Lodge on 210 North Main Street, Moscow, with the police report stating the caller said her boyfriend told her an intoxicated person, possibly male, is causing issues there. Officers reportedly responded to the scene, but there was no further details recorded. Okay, well, that's not true. There is a body cam out there, and I think Lana might have had it about that night. And what's really interesting about that night is that the cops even got down on the bar, the Moose Lodge owner or something. I think it was a female, because what happened? Something about it kind of stemmed back from taking from the 911 call or something, like not to do it or to do it or let them take care of it, or I don't even know what it was, but it was really weird. Like, she got scolded for whatever she did when it came to this person that was intoxicated. I'm not exactly sure. I don't remember the gist of it, but I remember something about it. Maybe you guys remember that part, or maybe you guys can steer me to where that video is, because I'm sure that Lana had that. And so Justin Olson is an ex-Leighton deputy sheriff, and Justin Olson is also the guy driving the car that was carrying Jordan Baker, who was the guy who called 911 on Brent Kopacka. So why was an ex-Leighton County sheriff toting around Jordan Baker, and, in my opinion, a vertical or a horizontal male star from LA who just got out of prison not too long, maybe a year prior, maybe two. He spent 9 years in there, I know that much, for taking liberties with a sorority girl at Wazoo. Yeah. Yep. So he was also in the car. In my opinion, that is who that is. I cannot be positive about that, but I'm pretty dang sure that is Justin in that car, driving it. And now that car, I'm going to show you a few things, because, ooh, this has been weighing on me so bad. So anyway, I'm thinking this had to be Kelley if this was a boyfriend, because Jake was out of town from what I understand, but maybe Jake wasn't. I don't know. So no further details were recorded. I believe now, with other info I haven't shared publicly, that this 911 call was from either what's going on? Hold on. What's from either... Okay. Matt, where am I at? You lost me there. What? Oh, that was from Maddie or Kelley. I'd love if the sister of Kelley reached out to me and could share the videos or pictures I pulled days ago, and why I believe this is related, possibly. Now that's crazy. So here it is. Oh, good. I don't have to go look for it. Intoxicated person, North Main Street, Moose Lodge. Now remember, you guys, Moose Lodge that night, the Moscow Axe wasn't the only place in town having their little doodads for that weekend. There was a dart tournament this weekend for the veterans. And so a lot of veterans were in from out of town, coming in for this particular dart tournament. So, third-party report. RP said her boyfriend told her an intoxicated person, possibly male, is causing issues there. No further details. Officers responded. No report. Although, yeah, interesting, right? Let's see. 7 replies. Okay. Are you saying you have a video from street cameras of a man confronting Kaylee and Maddie? Do you see a man actually following him? I'm trying to read between the lines, and whoa, don't tell me it's some PTSD veteran. No disrespect. No, that's not what I've been saying. I think I'm really bad at Twitter. When I finally have something to say publicly, either very private or do messaging only. If the video and pics I have are connected, might not be. It's not like Homicide was like, oh, stay in touch, not a vet. So I did see some of her stuff, and she's got some legit some stuff. I mean, she really did. This was 21:09, the time of the call, which is 9 o'clock at night. The girls were out at 1. If the person was drunk, then how are they going to make it that late? How have you ever been to Moose Lodge? The average age is about 50 to 80. It's dinner and drinks, and one person had a few too many. Well, the Moose Lodge is in the same freaking parking lot as the Corner Club. I mean, an infant could throw a rock and hit it from the door of the Corner Club. Put it that way. Mount Vernon is where Ethan is from. Holy shit. That's Ethan's hometown, but he went to U of I. What is that about, I wonder? A girl on Reddit said it was her and not the girls. I don't know if you can find it because at this point it's buried. I'll go look. Wasn't this a direct call, not 911? I could have sworn the person who called outed herself and said unrelated. Maybe I'm misreading. I posted this info on Reddit. Any traction or response on your end? Thank you for the info, but I am linking one part of my many ties here. First, the original pics video suspicious I sent to Idaho police located in 3 locations, seemingly same person last Sunday. See my tweet with knife. The address is 3 blocks from the Moose Lodge, which is next door to the Corner Club. Okay, so that makes me wonder. You think about the Corner Club where it is downtown, right? Maybe I should go to my little land glide and see what's going on around there. But these are, I believe this is really important, you guys. I do. The sleuth said she believed the students were harassed by a male suspect at the Moose Lodge near the corner bar before they decided to call the police. I believe the 2 girls had an encounter with a harassing man near the corner bar. I called homicide to follow up and that they review my emails. I also gave a name. I will pull prop data now to see if the name is linked to my addresses in my email. So I am going to, let's see, Corner Club. Club. So I want you to see where, okay, the Corner Club, right? Now I want you to see the addresses that are next to the Corner Club. These are presidents' addresses. Cleveland is a president, was a president. Okay. All right. She said she reported, Quaker Lady said she reported to the authorities how the 911 call placed to the Moscow Police Department at 21:09 local time was consistent with the actions of Madison and Kaylee, who called their boyfriends on the night of the homicide. I also mentioned the time and location had a close coordination of a 911 call at 2109, which was placed to the Moscow Police Department. So it matches the calls. The Twitter detective also posted a photo showing what appeared to be the inside of the Moose Lodge. The image also shown from the OSINT appears to show a knife, axe throwing range, and target with a cropped out individual, as well as what appeared to be a knife lying on the floor. The user said the GPS tag and timeline of the footage were consistent with the slaying. Okay, let me read that. What appeared to be a knife lying on the floor. The user said the GPS tag and timeline of the footage were consistent with the slaying. Another photo of video upload from the OSINT data I have with GPS tag and timeline consistent with Idaho University student slaying. What is the original location of the bar, etc.? The uploaded GPS is tagged less than 5-minute drive to the home of the murdered suspect students in Moscow, Idaho. Okay, so she's got these tags that she did, and I mean, I wish I could find all of that stuff. Maybe somebody can. It was very, very telling, and I just can't believe they didn't even look at her stuff. I mean, it's sickening. So, does Moscow, Idaho have a location where people go throw knives, like how some places play darts? Seeing this map, what is the Corner Club? So this is this woman, this is her legitimately not knowing what she's seeing on these, whatever this ISON or whatever the stuff is that she's got, GPS stuff. She's asking these questions. Here's a photo I posted and deleted 4 times already. I have GPS and timestamp OSINT information, still including picture of the man. The Moscow Police Department released a map and timeline of the whereabouts of the 4 University of Idaho students that were killed on Sunday. So there's the picture of it right there. Did they Uber home? This is a far walk from the Grub truck, from the food truck. Yeah, that was a pretty common walk in Moscow, but we are checking on Uber. Usually the clubs have video surveillance. Hopefully they picked something up there that hasn't been released yet. And you know what's interesting is that they're claiming, I mean, one photo of the Corner Club, right? I mean, a messed up photo at that. I mean, what can you tell in that picture? Not much. I mean, Jack looks like a fake Jack. I mean, it looks like him, but it doesn't look like him. I mean, it's weird. He looks older in that. His lips look much bigger. His eyes look bigger and droopier. I mean, it's weird. It looks like it's his dad or something. But, so, that was the only picture. That's a leaked picture of the Corner Club. Well, where's the other surveillance from the Corner Club? And Seagirl, true crime buff, when she went to Moscow, boots on the ground, oh my God, she did such a great job. When she said there was cameras all over a Corner Club. Yeah. So where the hell is there surveillance? And you know what's interesting is that Mark Trivelpiece, when he did an interview, Mark is the owner of that bar, he claims he doesn't know them. I call bullshit. I think he knows those girls. He makes it it's his job. Did you know that Mark Trivelpiece, literally, when he was going to school at U of I, he frequented that bar all the time. And he frequented enough to have worked there while going through college. He prides himself on knowing the patrons that come into that bar. There's no way in hell he did not know those girls. So why did he lie about it? Why would he lie about it? If there wasn't something weird going on. Just a question. So the pairs were at 2 different places all night. See, and we also heard that they went to another place, but they've never said where they went. And they all and maybe she's talking 2 different places at the Grub, but no, they were allegedly went to another bar too. All night, and they all happened to arrive home at 1:45. Did they all agree to be home at that time? It just is an odd coincidence. I totally agree. Pinging phones. Is that a big time gap on the timeline for Xana and Ethan? Hopefully everyone that was at Corner Club has been interviewed and asked to identify the hoodie guy in the video that was released to the public. You know, there's so many people that was at the Corner Club. In fact, Joe, the cashier at the Grub truck, made it his thing to ask people when they walked up, oh, were you out at the bars tonight? Or would you just come out to eat? And some of them said, yeah, they were out at the bars. Well, he would ask where, and someone would say where they were. Other ones didn't. Some just said they went out to eat. And that, you know, who is the one that did say that they just went out, came down to eat? That was Madeline. Madeline is the girl who, also a student there, knows Xana very well because there's TikToks with her and Xana together. And she's the one that Xana commented Queen on at 4:13 or 4:12, something like that morning of the deaths. It was the last thing that Xana commented in someone's video was the girl that Joe asked when she walked up to order, oh, were you out the bar tonight or did you just come down to eat? Oh no, we just came down to eat. Okay, so standing there with the white tennis shoes, the black tights, and the oversized white sweatshirt, that I believe is Madeline, the one that did the TikTok that Xana commented on her last comment. Okay, so I'm gonna keep playing it.
Oh, 1 second. I got your ticket right there. 57.
Get that. Gonna drop that second A.
Hello.
Can I get right here? Is there something with that second A?
2 pork tacos. If that's everything for you, it's gonna be $7.50. Got it.
I have a second A. Oh, maybe a chicken taco and a pork burrito.
Order 58. Thank you.
With the 5 cheese.
Yeah. If that's everything for you, $8.
Perfect, thank you.
Of course. Did you hit the bars? You're just coming out for food.
No, we're just coming out for food.
Thanks for coming to us.
Yes,
Appreciate
of
it.
course.
Oh, one more button for you, and then I'll grab your ticket. Order 59. Thank you.
Thank you, first.
Got it. 5 cheese, bacon, $10.
Line. Taco down. Second A is about 30, 40 seconds.
Oh, it's like, it's a small little Target, yeah. Order 60. Thank you. Cover the tacos here at St. Mel. Well, we're primarily a mac and cheese food truck, and people order too many tacos. So, yeah. Good enough that they...
Okay, now in walks Caden Loveland. He's in the jacket. It's got the print around the base of it and around the sleeves. He is looking at Drew right now and Cody. He's giving them the eye. See you. Look. He's walking by his brother, who I believe is the tall one in the black and white striped. No, just one big chunky white across the back and then the black. I believe that is his brother Colston.
Love cash. $10 each.
Chicken.
There you go. 10. Hell yeah, man. Basil I got your ticket right here for you. Friends. There we go. 71. Thank you. Hello.
2 mac and cheese.
2 of the 5 cheese?
Yeah.
Okay. $16. Order 72.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
What number are you
That's 69.
Okay. She was with a group of people. One of the people in her group was the sidekick of Jake Ferris, of his little university, Idaho thing that they do. They take a spatula and they go out with their camera and they interview people on the campus. And it's called Max and Meese. M-E-E-S-E. Max and Meese. And she was there, and she was with this Madeline girl standing there. And they were with a couple guys, and then another guy joined him, which I believe is Colston, which is one of the there's Colston and Caden, and they have another brother, Cash. Well, all three of those boys were there that night. Now we know Caden is dating Liz Katovich. Colston is a star football player, and Cash is just a little young buck. But he was there cheering on the fight. He was jumping up and down, cheering on it when they were calling Xana. Pretty sick. And it looked like there was an older woman with them too, which was even sicker than even that. I mean, just the whole thing is sick, right? Just sick. So, sorry, I'm just waking up, and I'm like stretching. Rubbing like my, taking my hair out of my pony and cutting my, so I'm making a lot of noise. I'm really sorry. Plus we got the construction behind us, but this whole thing right here, putting this together, is going to be a little bit nuts, to tell you the truth. So, let's see. I wouldn't trust anything from Moscow. There you go. There you go. Okay. So I'm going to back up here. Yep, Corner Club is a smaller bar popular with the college kids. Well, it's not really that small. I mean, it's and I'm sure they pack that thing. I mean, I bet you on any given night that sucker is over capacity. Betcha. And the cops just look the other way. So in your initial posting, you commented that there was a mention of Mount Vernon in the 411 call and asked where that was. Ethan was from Mount Vernon. How did the 411 call know that, or a coincidence? How about that, you guys? The post was deleted. So she got some backlash is what happened. And which is really weird, because that makes me feel like something else was going on that they didn't want people to know about. And so when this stuff came up, and the Mount Vernon thing, all that kind of stuff, they didn't want something to be known. Did you see the knife on the ground? It's here, right here. So that's like a throwing knife. They have them like at the Moscow axe throwing place. And one was missing that night. The axe people will even say that. They actually did inventory. One was missing. Okay. Then you're going to back me up here. How far is it going to take me back here? Is that all? Okay. So now I'm going to show you a couple things. Oh, boy. Hold on. Okay, so first of all, do you remember the car that on the videos, the body cam of where, when kopacka was, the 911 call came in, right? So I'm going to show you those. I'm going to show you some screenshots I have of that I made. It's from a video that I made. So give me a minute. Okay, so this is from one of the body cams. Now, you can't really see the car right here, but this is a guy in the photograph right here who said he called the 911 on Brent Kopacka. And this guy says he's his roommate, Brent's roommate, and that the other roommate is up in the apartment where Brent allegedly has, from this guy's standpoint, he says he got a long rifle. The other guy says it was a pistol, like it was just a short gun, whatever, like a handgun. So, I don't know. This guy in this photograph right here didn't even know when he was pointing to where the apartment was. He couldn't even point to the right apartment. Like, he didn't even know. But the other guy in the car, which is, there's two guys in the car. One of them, I believe, is Justin Olson, who has a criminal record now, but he's also an ex-Latah deputy sheriff. Yeah, go figure, right? Granted, he's gained a bunch of weight since he's been the sheriff, but he definitely was a sheriff. And the other guy in the car, I believe, is Jack Reed. Christopher Reed, Jack Venice, that's his stage name. He is a horizontal actor, if you get my drift. The kind that, you know, the horizontal that goes up and down. He was recently out of prison. He got 9 years, I think, because he took liberties with a Wazoo sorority girl and got in trouble, as he should have. So those two guys were with this guy, with this Jordan, right? Now, this red car was driven by Justin. So, this is a guy that just got out of jail for what he did with that Wazoo girl. And this is the Linda Lane, which is, I think this is the same car. So this is the car right here. You can see it up in the photographs. It looks like the same car. It's black and white, yeah, but it still looks like the same car. Now the colored one, the colored photograph is from the body cam footage of the night of Kopacka's death. That black and white one is the Linda Lane footage at the 12:27 or whatever time that was, when the car pulls in, drops 4 people off. Now this right here is Justin Olson. Now this guy, he was arrested, and he unknown. He was arrested for unknown. How does that happen? Well, it happened because he was in Latah County Jail same time, in the same time that Brian was in there. There's the car again. The guy with the back to us is the one that he's the star, the P star. It's a side view of the car. It was hard to get any views of this car. It was really tough the way the cops... I mean, I don't know. I think they kind of meant to do that. Who knows at this point what's going on? I mean, it's just so convoluted. And so... oh, so covert. Man.